Alright, here it is. The lunar whale. Time to return to Earth with Lunarian himself. So there'll be two-directional space travel in this game. Well. Oh, and they use picture of Earth as Earth. Which makes no sense. Ah, something big is going on already. Yep, apparently Lunarian's terraforming plan, or better say more like let's just kill all the natives plan, or at least one Lunarian's kill all the natives plan is going about. That's a big guy. And it's stomping over the mountains. Yep, that's a big guy. And uses the killer beam. How could something like that be killed or defeated? Well, having supreme technology is good. Having friends and allies is better. Meaning the tanks of dwarves and their red wings and the mages of Mysidia. Yeah, this is our planet. Oh yep, we have a plan. There's a plan. Get inside, kill it from inside. That's how you destroy all the big titans, like big colossi like that. You're getting close so you can actually hurt them, and if necessary, you go inside. Of course, the graphical style of the game does not really give accurate info how big it is, but supposed to say, by this, you can say it is quite grand, and this is something like a story-wise one of the big pinnacle moments of this game, because, well, there are random encounters, of course. And they aren't, we could say, particularly impressive or unimpressive. And interestingly enough, the basic Fusoya has the same trait as in the Telach had, as in his magic points have been hard-coded to remain just in 190, meaning he is actually practically weaker mage than Rydia is, despite having more versatility. And this guy would be very important, as from this guy you could steal siren items, which would be necessary to get all the bestiary and the best armor, and also with that range the best armor of the game. But in this version you can actually take them, earn them. Also, well, you can buy them as well, so it makes it a lot easier to actually grind that one particular enemy, because it appears only in one room and with only very small chance of appearing, and there's very small chance of him dropping that one specific item that you really want to need. But yeah, it's an enemy summoner. But now I'm approaching from the neck, to down. I'm gonna bring out the policy of cut out the random fights, because there'll be a lot of them. Random encounters in this game and attrition, those are the ways this game makes its challenge. Not the particularly subtle ways of getting the challenge, but they work, and this is quite difficult. Yeah, random encounters do break my concentration, but in any case, I am walking downwards the giant's body. Whatever part was this, starting from the mouth. Now, it becomes quite still interesting, you might say that. We know that enemy has mind control powers. Now, returning to a thought, that the enemy has mind controlling abilities. Which in my narrative instincts would be say that they are quite weak. Now, regarding mind control, I personally find it to be quite cheap storytelling device. As in, it makes this kind of jumps between different loyalties and all that really simple because really easy. And of course, when you look at how usually in gameplay things get mind control has habit of working, it usually is that kind of thing that whatever mind control ability player might get or close to it might get is most likely way much weaker than what the enemy can easily throw at, meaning something like a confused ability in this game. Attack which might cause you make enemy confused might have something like a 10% chance of working, which means that it would be practically usually much easier just to wail at the enemies, while enemy always gets 100% effectiveness in that ability. So, but that was one little critter in here. And there's naming way. Well, and he sells me stuff. Nothing really special. Although shurikens are really special. So going to there. Oh, this one gives chance to recover and all that. And yeah, I used the boost experience boost to just get myself some extra hit points and all that nonsense. And I did some study about, well, making that you will actually it's much more effort, bigger effort to after the recording to stick out all the random fights than do it right away here. Because of the effort needed, then I would have to look through every clip individually, and it would be a pest. But I'm now quite high, and this place is not that long, but it does have pests in there. But regarding mind control, it's, well, in this game it has been established that mind control is real and it can be used at least by Lunarians against humans. Or half humans, or at least generally just against humans. But I still would wonder, it's obvious that Cain, and it's not just basically just taking over somebody's mind and will, there's obviously some kind of level of coercion and basically just adjunction, use of existent emotions or desires or wills to benefit the to make mind control actually work. As if I remember right, Cain did make some sort of statement that he was conscious during under mind control and most likely still is. So it's not just that Bing, I command you do whatever. Oh, Rubicon. I killed you. And you? Barbaricia, Caganazzo, and Scarmiglione. So you wanna ambush me? So now they are just... Well, that was friendly. So, the elemental lords attack me, but and as it would said, they now intend to go do it as a team. Well, seeing that it's much more, and of course Carmiglione is in his undead form. Yeah, burning him does hurt, but arrows don't seem to hurt him at all. At least not those arrows used by Rosa. Yeah, I'm using Fusoya just to blast out a very mild heal because, well, why not? He really isn't. He doesn't contribute much. Oh, and first one went down. So the second one is here, and judging by this, they come with the order of where they appeared first. So let's just blast out the thunder to it to make down his wall. If it goes down, I don't think it does anymore because their fight gimmick is no longer present. Let's blast thunder through and see what's going on. Oh, he's blasting out the tidal wave. And it did a lot of pain. And he also did it without any kind of warning, but let's blast out Rosa, do the healing, Cure 3. Oh damn, that hurt. Rosa went down. Well, one of them went down, but I'm in quite weak state, so let's just Kuraja. Bring out the Sylph. Flare, just because I want to blast it out. Yep, Sylph can, once it hits, that's quite a nice chunk of damage. But well, this goes. Yeah, and she went down quite fast. I don't think she even managed to get a move at me or attack on me. Well, I wonder, is the Rubicon as still capable of bringing out his cloak? And even if he were, doesn't really matter because I'm gonna bring out the king of the summons. Almost, yeah, that's a quite big damage. Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, quite nice. Sylph has good. Sylph is not that efficient healing, but it does have the good ability of causing damage and healing at the same time. And Elemental Lords get downed, all of them. They weren't even a group, they just came in a queue, meaning they were much easier to destroy. I think they would have been much more dangerous if they would have been placed into group of 4 enemies. Yeah, your boss is dead. Argh. Ugh. Whee! Yeah, that was the villain who dies in character. So, but just doing a little bit of a return trip to make myself recover all my health and abilities, just because, well, this game, it is usually sane move to do that. Get yourself prepared for action, and going still forward over this little bridge. The central processing unit, aka the heart. And there it is, another boss fight expected. A big core. Well, thank you for giving me the tactical guide what to do. Yeah, it's a quite a big chunk of healing it can do. And it threw out a... And because it also blasted out the reflect. So it's now time to start wailing at the central processing unit. Yeah, it looks quite intimidating with that big black nasty spear. Oops, that's... I guess it's doing now the instant killing attacks. Yep, that's a quite nasty combo that it did. But I did manage to do some damage to it, so let's just try to make just regular wail at it style. Oh well, this should hurt quite a big time. Well, yeah, and it wiped out both of those globes. Is it a counter which it does? Or is it doing it to some kind of... Well, luckily the summon attack ignores reflect. Oops. Well, luckily the attack node is still quite alive, so meaning that it's not gonna... It ain't gonna blast out the... And I blasted out the reflect it had, so now I should be able to... Oh shit, it's gonna do it. It brings it out real fast. Yeah. Ouch. This is gonna suck. Yeah. Rydia has quite potent magics where she is able to just blast herself out of existence with a one spell. Ah, damn it, let's bring out the full life. You know, I'm gonna do this, use this tactic, I'm gonna just blast out the cure. Well, now it's history. Now it can't do now it can't do shit, like the attack node alone. Yeah, it dies with one swipe. Because of my vast amount of overleveling, I can able to get through this quite easily. Yeah, the heart of the giant has been shredded. It ain't do anything. And you! Yeah. More mind control. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most likely, not sure. No mention about their mother, but they certainly did not live in the same place. Well, that's good. That's good. Notice that it was not anything just take it over, but because of personal traits that could be expanded and made use manipulated. Yeah, he takes being subject of mind control badly. But so far you could say that any familiar connection at this phase would be just matter of empty words. They are not brothers in sense that they have shared, only shared connection they have is fighting against each other. And of course breaking Golbert's mind control breaks mind control of those he mind controlled. That, in a sense, narratively makes sense. You just break the chain up, break the foundation slower, and the top parts also topple. And the giant itself also topples over. So yeah, dramatically it's quite impressive place, but there is no big payoff fight. Elemental fiends and the CPU giant's heart were not that particularly impressive dramatically, and even dramatic encounter with Golbets was more like almost like an anticlimax reveal. At least half brother. So it is not over yet. The main villain has been revealed, his plot has been stopped. So it is time to just break the control, break him. Do the attack the villain, not just defend against his plans and thwart him, but to actually make him react. Which you could say is also the stages of quite often the final act, that the plot has been broken and it is time to now attack the enemy itself. This time we're gonna chase him down from the moon and go back there. Yep, she would not leave. Oh, she's good. It's not Cecil who protects Rosa. Rosa protects him. Yeah, it's weird, quite dumb move from Edge to ignore power that Rosa had showed. But it's time to now do a little jump to the Crystal Palace and see, because that's the only logical place where it might be going. So, off to the Crystal Palace with magic of editing. Now, at the Crystal Palace. The most important location of the Lunarians. But it looks empty. And it with also the awe-inspiring theme of Final Fantasy. But that was the chair where Fusoya lived, so it must be a road back to here. The second floor with the crystal is. Yeah, thank you, Crystal. Yeah, that also tells that, yeah, they are the ultimate weapons of the game are in the final dungeon. Yes, it's a dungeon. Yes, indeed I am, because this is not moon, it's a goddamn spacecraft. Well... So yeah, but I would still wonder, is Zemus just one very powerful Lunarian, or did he have some sort of followers? I would say that he would have had to have followers, because, well, maybe the elemental fiends were also Lunarians and they were loyal to Zemus, or maybe his mind control powers are just so damn great. Hard to say, but he definitely was some kind of person of prestige, but not necessarily a... Well, who knows? Maybe he's the leader of majority, and Fusoya and Kluya were minority who decided that maybe just different. Hard to say. Game doesn't motivate him much, except the fact that Zemus is a really spiteful, really unpleasant guy who really wants to see the blue inhabitants of Blue Planet dead, because he believes, or we could say quite justly believes, Lunarians to be superior species. But going inside. And this scene is now a little bit flash here because of Lunar Subterranean. A big place, lots of maps, lots of maze, and once I actually now show, once they actually also come up to here, there are lots of treasures and lots of enemies, which at least this one is not particularly dangerous, but there will be very dangerous and potent enemies in here as well. So let's just wipe this one out. Oh, how strong the enemies are, they're gonna just get worse and worse. They're gonna get more powerful than they were. But of course they will be dropping very high quality loot in big numbers, so this is the perfect place also to grind. Yeah, at least in these lower floors the enemies are those which you would expect to meet at the surface of the moon as well, or at least in Bahamut's cavern. Not any unique monsters here yet. But yeah, monster chest and two more of the two pests. Let's just bring out Bahamut. I would say it might be one of the most powerful attack spells of the game. At least, well, it is the ultimate summon, so it should be powerful. Yep. Ever since its debut as an offensive summon, Bahamut has been powerful. Yeah, and that guy self-destructed itself. blowing out Cecil. But it contained black garb, which is a armor. Oh yeah, it was an armor to... It's armor to Cecil. Corrections, armor to Edge. So, it will be next time when I start tackling through this location. Which ain't easy at all. Because of the extreme amount of attrition. And with awesome music. But see you then.